Oh hi there big boys and welcome to my review of Mushroom Wars 2 for Nintendo Switch. I quite like this game actually. I haven't beaten it, I'm gonna be honest with you here, because this game is massive, and by massive I mean incredibly long. And a bit too long, because the game's very repetitive, to be fair. It gets repetitive quickly. They try their hardest to make it not repetitive, but I think they've just, its basic game is just kind of, well, it's simple enough that it ends up being repetitive. Anyway, it's a simple strategy RTS puzzle game, very sort of low level, high level actually, I don't know, one of them. And it's basically making a strategy game to its simplest parts and having you control the mushrooms and take over buildings, upgrade the buildings up, turn them into towers, take the other enemies' buildings. Sometimes you got to work together in a team, sometimes you got to kill another team, that sort of thing. Very cool. It's very simple in that way, especially when you compare it to other RTSs, but it's a very nice sort of introduction to the genre. And I don't play too many RTS games, but I've played a few in my time, and this one's a good one. I like it. It's definitely, you got to keep aware that it's not going to do anything particularly new, but it just does it really well. And it does have some new mechanics that are different to the first game, which was originally a PS3 exclusive, I believe. I think I played it. Anyway, yeah, here's my main problem with the game, is that the loading times are way too long, and the matches tend to be about 5 minutes long, which means every 5 minutes, or if you die, you got to get like a good 20 seconds loading screen. That's really kind of annoying. It adds up quickly, and that's not so good. Don't like that. Really annoyed me. There's like 100 levels in this game, and if you play it on other devices, for some reason there seems to be like DLC, where there's more levels, but this one only has 2 from what I can gather, so I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, yeah, loads of levels, probably too many. Plus you got multiplayer support, and there's bots as well, so basically there's a lot of content for your money here. A lot of content. However, the content is incredibly repetitive and basically the same thing. And I mean, there's a lot of maps, but I couldn't tell you the difference between most of the maps after a while. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. The game's also a bit too fast-paced for the Switch, because the controls are sometimes a little bit finicky. Like, you're pressing a button to make them move your mushrooms upwards, but actually move it slightly to one to the upwards and left, just because of how the Switch controls work. Because it's not precise enough sometimes, and then yeah, I mean, it does do a good job of trying to predict where you want to go, which I do quite like. It does a good job of that, but sometimes it gets it wrong, and it just sort of ruins it. It just feels a bit, and then sometimes all your people go to the wrong area, and yeah, it doesn't end well, especially in an RTS game where you sort of need precision. But luckily the game isn't too difficult, to be fair. I mean, I've been playing on easy mode, I'll be honest, and I haven't really been sailing through, but most levels I'd say I beat on my first try, which for me is pretty good. And yeah, but to be fair, the game does get very hard when you get to expert, and there's some difficulty spikes for sure. I've only got up to like level 25 out of 100, which yeah, but I feel like I've sort of seen all the game modes and stuff by now. It just sort of gets a bit repetitive, but it is a fun game. I'm definitely going to be returning to it and playing more of it. And yeah, so it's a bit too fast-paced at times, but also a bit slow at the start. Everything, I mean, I guess it's the same with most RTSs, but yeah, sometimes it can be a bit too slow. Like you're just sort of waiting for stuff to happen. Yeah, but yeah, there are difficulty settings like easy, normal, hard, and expert, which is good. And also, there's different heroes that you can play, and which have like skills which you can use in a match. Loads of the time their skills are really useless, but sometimes they have really powerful OP skills, I'd even go as far as to say, which isn't so good, because that sort of makes the game kind of annoying, because you're sort of waiting to use that skill, which they add a bit more skill and depth to the game, I suppose, but they're just, I don't know, I sort of felt the game doesn't need them. I felt the game was more fun when at the start of the game when it didn't have them. The game even has bosses, actually, so basically the game has incredibly, there's like the amount of depth out of this very simple game. When you first play the first level, it's so different to the 25th level. It's kind of shocking. Even though I mean the basic game's the same, but yeah, they just expand on it in a lot of ways, which is really good. And yeah, matches will take about 5 minutes, which is alright. Except when you die, it's kind of annoying, but you know, especially since a lot of time you end up doing the same thing. Anyway, and the art style is very simple. It's very nice. I say this word simple a lot, but it is a mobile game, so you know, be aware of that. But yeah, it's very simple, but it's nice. It's very cartoony. I like it. It runs really well, and seeing the mushrooms run about is always fun. Once you get like 600 mushrooms walking along, trying to like march along to the enemy, it is really satisfying. It makes you feel like a king. So yeah, I do quite like this game. I would recommend it. Just be aware that this game is not one you're going to play hours at a time. It's one you're going to play at 2 levels every, like, you know, every few hours or something. I don't know, for 10 minutes, something like that. Because it's just not, well, it's a bit too repetitive. But the core gameplay is really, really fun, and I would recommend it. So yeah, Mushroom Wars 2 for you there. Thanks for watching, big boy. See you some point in time, and bye.